y'all, welcome back to the channel. Y'all know it's been a minute. Your girl has been living in Dallas. If you subscribe to my vlog channel, you already know. So we back. Look at this looks so lovely. So today we will be making some spaghetti squash. I have made the squash before with some spaghetti, but today we're going to be making this yummy white sauce along with the spaghetti squash. So I am going to start off by cutting my squash. I ended up getting two because we are going to cut them in half. This does make a lot of spaghetti squash noodles, if you want to call them that. So anyway, I'm just going to cut them in half, and then we're going to scoop out the center. You want to make sure you are removing all of those seeds, and of course it will be like a dark yellow, as you can see. So everything that's dark yellow, you just want to go ahead and scoop it completely out. That way you just have the squash itself. Now I feel like it's easier to scoop it out with a spoon, but if you want to use a fork, by all means do you. But I feel like I said, the spoon is a little bit easier to scrape and have like a smooth surface on the spaghetti squash, not to actually pull the spaghetti noodles or whatever up until it's cooked. Once you have all of them half scooped out, you want to go ahead and line them up on a pan on some parchment paper. This is wax paper, y'all. I'm trying so bad to get away from foil. We're going to take some avocado oil and we're going to pour some over the top of each half. We're also going to season up each half. I'm going to be using some Celtic salt, black pepper, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. Feel free to use whatever type of seasonings you like, but that's what I feel like I would season my noodles up with. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure to season them, like I said, with whatever you like, and then we're actually going to flip them upside down and allow them to bake in the oven. I am going to be cooking mine today on 400 for about 30 to 35 minutes. After about 15 minutes of the squash being in the oven, we're going to go ahead and prepare the sauce so we can prepare our vegan meat substitute. So I am going to be taking 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a half teaspoon of some ground cumin. And we are going to give this a good mix. Now you want to make sure you are doing this with a whisk because it is going to get kind of thick. So after you get it completely mixed in, we're going to go ahead and crumble a block of tofu down into the sauce and give it a good stir. So this will be our meat. Now we are going to bake this in the oven. Y'all have probably saw me do this several times for like the chili recipe, and I can't remember what other recipe, but anytime for the most part that I mimic ground beef or ground turkey or whatever, I always do it this way with this paste because it comes out so freaking bomb, y'all. It always tastes so good and has so much flavor, so I love doing it this way. But yeah, once you get it crumbled in, you just want to mix that sauce all over the tofu. Next, we're going to go ahead and put the tofu in a baking dish, and we're going to bake this on 400 until it gets crispy. Now, you do want to stir this occasionally so that each piece can get kind of crispy, because with us putting it in the sauce, it's going to soften the tofu up and it's going to be a chewy texture just like ground beef. So good. Once our meat substitute is in the oven, I am going to take this tri-pepper mix that's already chopped, baby. It's going to be yellow, green, and red. Bell peppers, if you have some fresh ones that you want to chop, go ahead and do that. I did chop a yellow onion because it didn't have any onions in the mix. So I'm going to go ahead and just chop that up so that I can mix that in with my bell peppers. So in a buttered skillet, we're going to drop down some plant butter, like I said, and then we're going to make sure that the butter is all around the pan, because you definitely want to make sure everything is cooking evenly. We're going to take a teaspoon of minced garlic, baby. If you want to do fresh garlic, go ahead and chop you up a clove or two of garlic and throw it in there. I'm going to also throw my bell peppers and my onions in there and saute them down until they are translucent. Next, I'm going to add some washed and cleaned spinach. I just did about 2 handfuls, but of course, again, you are welcome to add as much or as less spinach if you like. If you don't like spinach, you can use something else. But today we'll be using some spinach. I'm going to season it up with a little bit of Celtic salt and some black pepper and just give it a nice stir and let it cook down until it is shriveled as well. Y'all know how to cook spinach, okay? So just keep stirring and stirring until it's all cooked down. Next, we are going to take our Boursin dairy-free garlic and herb cream cheese spread and add it to our spinach, bell pepper, and onion mix. We're also going to add about a cup of vegetable stock, and we're just going to give that a nice whisk and let that kind of simmer down just a little bit. By this time, our meat is ready, so we're going to empty it into our spinach and sauce that we have prepared. Give it a nice little stir, and y'all, look at that. Doesn't that look like ground beef? It's just crazy how you can do tofu to your liking, y'all. I don't know, it's just amazing. So anyway, we're gonna give that a nice stir. Now, if you do want your sauce to be a little bit thicker, you can do a half a cup of the vegetable stock instead of a whole cup, or you are welcome to add another container of that Boursin spread, because I did use a full container. We are going to add some vegan Parmesan cheese in that thing. Y'all know I love me some cheese. We got to get some cheese in the mix. Give it a nice little stir. Now, I am going to be adding a little bit of Creole seasoning just for a little extra kick, a little extra spice, a little extra okay, just so it can be really, really tasty. And just give it a nice stir and let it simmer. Now we are going to plate it up, baby. Listen, do you see this spaghetti? Yeah, it's spaghetti noodles. Do you see how this squash is making spaghetti noodles, baby? So as you can see, I'm using a fork and I'm just forking it up. I'm going to take 2 spoonfuls and put it on top. And oh my gosh, I'm going to add a little bit of parsley, y'all. This was so good. Please, please try this recipe if you have not tried anything, okay? I do want to thank y'all so much for watching until the end of this video. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know if you're going to try this. I 10 out of 10 recommend, okay? See y'all on the next one.